Hello, it's Kindo, and today we're back with another Tuesday tutorial. We're continuing the sound effects series with the zippers today. Do you know this one? I don't use it too much, but I know I used it in that routine. If you guys know that routine, shout out to you. Really tricky sound though, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This one's not gonna be the easiest one to break down. Okay, so I already know just how I speak and everything. This is gonna be a long video. Just a heads up. I'm sorry. I know when I do a long video, you guys are like, oh, but like, I gotta explain this one a lot. Okay, this one's gonna be a little tricky. So I'm gonna go over the inhaled zipper. I'm gonna go over the tooth zipper. A lot of people do like that thing, and I'm gonna show this weird one that I think maybe I made it up, maybe I didn't. If someone else made this up, please comment, let me know. If you're like, no, that's such and such as he did it in this shout out, let me know please, because I'd love to see it. It's like tooth zipper, like I was saying, but I combine it with my lip. Just because of the position, you can use your lip over here and you kind of get that two-tone thing going on. So that's what I'm going to be breaking down today. That's what I'm going to be teaching today. It's going to be a little long. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get into it. Okay, so this one's going to be a little tricky. Just a heads up. This isn't the usual, oh, step 1, step 2, let's break it down. Okay, use some more air or this isn't now. It's a little bit more tricky. This one's going to be all about positioning. So I know this is weird, but let's start with the kissing sound. So you know if you make the kissy like the, everyone can do that, right? Whatever. Look, don't just make the kissy sound. Really break down what you're doing with your face. And I know that sounds silly, but if you look, you're having your lips come together. You're sucking in, and it causes that little bit of pressure in the center of both your lips, right? For example, the reason why how do we know it's coming from the center of our lips? Well, if you put your finger where the sound's coming from, you should be able to stop it or make a rhythm if you tap it. So, there we go. We know it's coming from here. I know this sounds it's gonna sound confusing, bear with me. Imagine taking your kiss and moving it to the side. So I know you're gonna be like, what? Like, I know it's gonna be weird. But imagine trying to slowly move it. So instead of here, try to move it a little bit more over here. And it should sound, yes, it should sound like a fart. That's fine. This is how I did it. This is how I learned it, okay? So instead of, you notice, like I said, we're sucking in. Try to suck in here and you'll see your lip tuck. And that kind of has a zipper-y sound to it, but it's shaky, right? It should sound like something like that. If it's a little lower and you're getting like that type of thing, you're kind of close, going more towards a lip roll, which isn't bad. That's awesome. Just try to tighten it. So, okay. So literally, it sounds weird, but pick a side. For me, this is my right side. Okay, so sometimes some people get on the left side. It's really rare, but I know some people do zippers like this, like and they do it in the center. It's really rare to find someone who does lip rolls in the center. Shout out to Phoebe. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. He's from Korea. He's a crazy beatboxer. He does lip rolls in the middle, which is insane. But it's rare. You know, it's always usually off the side. You see Napalm, Zero. You see everyone who does lip rolls and the lip roll dudes. Me, everyone does them off of the side. Okay, so that's kind of why I know some people it's going to be more comfy to do a zipper in the center. I'm not saying don't use it. Like, go ahead and learn how to. I'm just saying if you're really trying to learn how to lip roll, focus on the side. Because this is going to help big time. Okay, so like I said, kissing. Try to move that to the side and. So it's gonna seem weird, but to get it to move to the side, you're gonna have to kind of move your jaw. You don't have to, okay, obviously it's not that much, but it's like, it's just it's a little bit off, so that way that lip can tuck in. Somewhere around there. Once you get that, do the same position, right? I want you to hit it, or even if it's lower, that's fine, but I want you to hit it and then breathe in. Okay, so you notice when you're doing this, it's just with your mouth, right? You're not really like breathing or anything, you can, it's just there. Breathe that in, and so it's gonna feel weird, and because your lips are pressured, it's not gonna feel easy to just okay. You're gonna really have to and really breathe it in, and your lips are gonna tickle. It's gonna tickle. If you've never felt the side of your, which most people haven't because it's not how we speak, but if you've never felt the side of your face like oscillate, like a lip oscillation, it's like that type of pressure, okay, between the lips is going, and it's like, it's such a weird feeling to explain, but all I remember is when I learned zippers, they were tickling my face like crazy, okay? So like I said, get the sound, even if it's lower, and you're gonna breathe it in. So either hit it, try one of two things for me. Try either hit it, and as you hit it, try to inhale and, right? And if that doesn't work, just hit it. Keep your lip in that spot for me. So, then breathe it in. So, right? There's your zipper. Okay, now over time, yes, it will get more defined. Your face muscles on this side will develop more where you can start to, and you can actually control it. You also will develop more bigger lungs and bigger breath control where you can, like I just kind of did, where it's not like it's not short. You can actually, like, you can actually hold it and work on it and kind of master the sound, right? It just takes time. It takes time and practice, okay? The tricky part with this is breathing in through that pressure. That's the tricky part, okay? Once you get that though, you kind of got the hard part out the way. Now everything else gets a little bit easier. So, tooth zippers. So go back to that weird thing, okay? All you're doing different. Same thing, same exact thing. Just take your teeth, and not hard, don't obviously bite through your lip. You're not trying to eat your face, but just place them instead of like this, right? Now your teeth are gonna go there. Look at this. You're gonna look very silly. You're gonna look like this, and it's gonna look like, it's gonna look very silly. Okay, but if you do that same thing, right? But now do it with your tooth. The whole tone changes. So it goes from to. Okay, it's the same exact thing, just teeth instead of top lip. Okay, there's your tooth zipper. You can, like how we're doing you can breathe in the. There we go. You can breathe it in, okay? Now the problem that I'm having is I've gotten so used to doing this weird one that I'm about to teach you guys. I can't just hit the tooth one anymore. I don't know why. Okay, I guess I can. Okay, but I know you guys are hearing that little high pitch sound. Let me break this one down. So number 3. It's very similar to the tooth zipper because you're already in that position, right? Here's the thing though. So you know how like we're here? See all the lip that I have that I'm not using? Look, there's all of that I'm only using this side, right? If you just do the tooth zipper that you're doing, and you breathe it in, you get that. Now if you just try to, it sounds silly, but as you're doing that, the inhale, try to, obviously you're keeping your mouth and everything where it's at, try to smile. So, and hear how that all of a sudden now this side of your lips, all of a sudden for me, like I said, I do all my zippers on the right side, but I am getting a zipper now on the left side, okay, just from breathing in heavier and smiling. You can hear that there's a high pitch and a low pitch. The low pitch, I believe, is coming off my tooth, right? And the high pitch is coming off that little bit of lip that I have, and it's hitting. Now, if you do just the little pressure one, to get multiple notes, or you kind of have to mess with the pressure in like your teeth or whatever you're doing, you kind of have to mess with the suction. With all the inhaled ones, you can do inward TKs. If you guys remember the TK tutorials, you can do TKs with these in. Or, okay, when I'm doing the drop routine and I'm doing that one little transition where it's going that thing, I'm going so it's like da 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 da, right? Da 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 da. But it's inhaled. But yeah, those are your zippers. Really work on these if you're trying to get lip rolls. Lip rolls are coming next week. I'm going to be hammering into those a bunch, but I'm going to be using a lot of zipper references in that video, so really work on this one. This is going to be major key to getting you into lip rolls. Lip rolls are just like a very relaxed zipper. You can see that the lip doesn't move, it's all jaw and just relaxing it, but the lip is still tucked. Right? So you can obviously you see it over as it gets lower, the lip looks like it changes, but it's the same concept and same technique in a sense. It's not the same technique, but it's the same position and the same, you gotta use a side and it's the same thing. It's just one tightens and one relaxes, okay? And when the one relaxes, you really gotta use your jaw on that one, okay? So I will explain that next tutorial, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Really work these zippers. If you guys need help or anything, please leave a comment, let me know. If you guys need help with it, DM me on Instagram. A lot of you guys have been doing that more, so thank you. It helps me a ton because it's hard to read someone's comment and just step into your world and go, oh, so that's the problem. It's really hard. When I can actually see your face and see and hear what you're doing, it's like, okay, you're tightening too much, or oh, you're not using enough breath, and I can really help more. So thank you guys for all that. It's really been helping a ton. I've been able to help you guys more. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next video.